Wan'Dale Robinson is heading to the Tennessee Titans. While it may not be the wide receiver one long term here in Tennessee, it is definitely a significant upgrade for the Titans and building around Cam Ward. Bryce, the Titans are active in free agency right now. They just landed Franklin Myers as well. What do you like about the Wan'Dale Robinson move?
Yeah, I mean, as everyone knows, Brian Dable takes the OC job there, and he was just his coach in New York. He knows how to use them, and I really think this is a good fit for not only him but Cam Ward as well. I'm not going to say Wandale is one of the most underrated wide receivers in football. I'm not going to say he is the most underrated wide receiver in football, but he's definitely one of the most underrated wide receivers. I mean, he had over 1,000 yards this year, and many people don't even blink an eye on that.
The
Uh,
stat,
so
too, is 140 targets in back to back years.
Yeah, literally. I mean, Neighbors' injury kind of opened up people's eyes a little bit, but I still don't think people realize like this guy is a good receiver. And although I don't think he's a wide receiver one caliber that he's looking like to be on the Titans right now, he's definitely going to help Cam Ward and have an impact in that offense.
Yeah, I think this is a massive boost for just Cam Ward in general. The biggest disappointment of the day would have been if the Tennessee Titans added no pass catchers for Cam Ward or any sort of offensive help. It was trending that way for a little bit. Like they missed out on Isaiah Likely, they missed out on Alec Pierce, they missed out on Mike Evans, they missed out on Kenneth Walker, they missed out on Travis Etienne, but they landed Wan'Dale Robinson. And while I do think it's like they're not done just yet, that's a massive step in the right direction for them. I mean, they were rolling out one of the worst wide receiver corps in the NFL last season. Calvin Ridley is a walking shell of himself right now. And they had a lot of inexperienced guys out there at wide receiver last year. I think this is a massive step in the right direction. Like you mentioned, the scheme under Dable is going to be a very pass happy scheme. I would love to see Wandale maintain his average depth of target we saw in 2025 versus his prior years under Dable. I think that'll be a massive step in the right direction for how good Wan'Dale Robinson can be in Tennessee. But these are the type of moves that Tennessee continues to need to make to say, hey, Cam Ward, like we screwed you over in your first year. Like, let's get some guys around you that are more talented to go and compete in a pretty tough AFC South.
Yeah, and 100% agree with that, man. And that's the thing. Like you said it too. Like they pretty much set Cam Ward up to fail, and I think they've realized that, and they know he has flashes. They know they used the first overall pick on him. You bring in Robert Saleh as a head coach. You bring in Brian Dable to be an OC. You add him a wide receiver now, and who knows, at the fourth pick, you might be adding a best running back we've seen in some years to help them out.
Yeah.
So I really do think they have a good head on their shoulders and are going in the right direction with him. Like you said, I hope they add another wide receiver here or so, and kind of finish up free agency and draft like how they should. But it's definitely going in the right direction for not just this year, but his future as well.
Yeah, and I, want to take a look at it for, the fourth overall pick perspective. I think, it's going to be interesting because we know this is Robert Saleh's team. He's going to want to go defense, but Jeremiah Love is clearly the best player in the draft. If you want to truly build around Cam Ward, go get Jeremiah Love. He is going to completely change this offense and give Brian Dable a weapon. And even having Tony Pollard there as well, you have a two-back set that's elite. Tajay Spears is probably a trade candidate at that point anyways, but I would absolutely love that pairing. And I know there's a ton of talent available at 4. If you don't like, let's say drafting Love at 4, trade back. Accumulate more draft capital, make this roster more talented, and build around Cam Ward. I think that's the best thing Tennessee could do overall. As far as fantasy goes, Bryce, where are you looking at Wan'Dale Robinson next year?
Ooh, that's a good question. He'll probably be like a 8th or 9th rounder. Definitely a flex play. We were talking earlier, Mike Evans being probably like a low-end wide receiver 2, maybe a flex play, probably more likely a wide receiver 2. Which makes Wandale more like a flex play to me. I think the consistency might be his problem a little bit. Like you'll get those 20-point weeks where he has 100 and a touchdown, and then you'll get like a 5-point week where he has 2 for 32. And that's just going to be the inconsistency with the Titans offense that concerns me a little bit. But yeah, I think a flex play is not a bad look for him, or like a first bench spot.
Yeah, I think he's the biggest name out of this, free agent group that stands more to benefit from this team not adding another weapon. Like if he is their guy, he's their wide receiver 1. I love him as a wide receiver 2 entering the year. He's going to have the volume and he has a quarterback that can sling it a little bit. If they add other pass catchers, I think he's a flex guy. He's a wide receiver 3. We don't know what we're really going to get in a new situation, but I think I'm trending towards that more wide receiver 2 territory with him, and I think he's going to have a massive impact on the Tennessee Titans this year overall. Calvin Ridley, Chamiri Deke, you guys are cooked. You guys are not going to be fantasy options for us this year. Drop your comments down below.
I already gave up on Ridley, man.
Yeah, we're all done. We're all done with Ridley at this point. Drop your comments down below. What are your thoughts on this move? Hit that subscribe button for more fantasy football content and Blitz Sports Media content. Me and Bryce will catch y'all next time.